Bruno Fernandes and Kevin De Bruyne are not yet on the same level. They are not yet on the same class, all right? But of course, Bruno Fernandes has been exceptional this season. He's been absolutely incredible for Manchester United. One of the very best players in the league. And some persons will even argue that he's currently the best player in the Premier League. And of course, he deserves that. But of course, now comparing him to Kevin De Bruyne, doesn't really sit much well with me because, of course, we are talking about a player who won about 6 Premier League titles while he was in the Premier League, while he was at Manchester City. Does Bruno Fernandes has that, potential to win those number of Premier League titles? No. The truth is no. I don't think Manchester United is going to be able to win the Premier League anytime soon, all right? I think they are beginning to pick up now, but I think this is just temporary, all right? So I'm not talking about, Bruno Fernandes' individual ability, because if it's in the term of, individual ability, Bruno Fernandes is actually equally good. I think personally, I will even rate him higher than Kevin De Bruyne in terms of individual capacity, individual ability, in terms of, working with the ball. But, Kevin De Bruyne is just, slightly above Bruno Fernandes in terms of passing, in terms of, of course, we know Kevin De Bruyne for passing. But of course, Bruno Fernandes is equally very fantastic with the ball, all right? But comparing him to Kevin De Bruyne right now in terms of Premier League achievements or statistics doesn't really make much sense, all right? Of course, he's been absolutely incredible since he came to the Premier League, but he's not yet there with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne or Mesut Ozil and the likes, all right? Just my take anyways.